What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? This is Seven Queen J. I know it's been a minute since I jumped on here, but I'm back with my jump off. Not just playing. Anyway, I want to come on here because there is a new law in Texas that basically gives the police rights. The police now have rights to pull you over and find out if you're legal. Yeah. They don't have to have a reason to pull you over. They can just say, hey, I'm pulling you over, wanted to see if you're legal. They have the right to do that. That doesn't feel right with me. I mean, I understand why. Excuse me, y'all, if y'all hear me sipping on something. I'm drinking a smoothie that I made with no fat, no ice cream, no yogurt, just straight fruit and ice. But yes, that just doesn't sit too good with me. How do you guys feel about that? A cop can pull you over and ask for your papers. Ask for your papers. Like, wow. You could be on your way to work, and just because you look a certain way, you could be going the speed limit, trying to go pick up your child. You could be going the speed limit, trying to go see your family, trying to go to the hospital because your wife had you guys' baby yesterday, or you're trying to get to the hospital so your wife can have the baby, or your friend can have the baby. How y'all feel about that? I have to say, thank God that there is a lot of good cops, because we get so focused on the bad ones that we forget about the good ones. And it makes me realize that, you know what, we have a lot of good cops. And hopefully that they will spread their influence on to the cops that is naive, the cops of ignorance, which is the meaning of nigger. Nigger, yes. The cops that don't know any better, the cops that is filled with so much hate. Hopefully the good cops will spread their influence over to the bad apples. And sometimes bad apples need love too. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they just need that knowledge. They need love. They need to be heard. Sometimes they need time off because they're too stressed out. So yeah. It just amazing me. I'm not amazing, my bad. It amazes me exactly what's going on. So you be anyone in the world, and you come to Texas. You could be a native from Detroit, Oklahoma, just anywhere. And you could be driving around Texas, and they can pull you over and say, are you legal? Are you legal? Hold up your time. Do whatever they do. You know? It's kind of scary. But again, I just know that we have a lot of good cops. And I just hope that their influence washes over those that don't know any better. I know that regardless what goes on, there's a God. And He is still God. And no matter what happens in life, He's still in control. Yesterday, my mom and I went out to eat for breakfast, and we met this young man. He was actually our waiter. His name was Jeffrey, and he was telling me and my mom how he was from Arkansas. And his mom raised him to hate. And he's so happy that he was a white man. He's so happy that he did not listen to his mom, because he wouldn't be where he would not be where he is at right now in his life. And so he began to tell us how his mom basically taught him to only date white women. He fell in love with a black girl that lived in Texas, moved to Texas to be with her. Yeah, they broke up, but he met another woman, a white woman that lives in another part of Texas, and moved with her. And now, within a month, he'll be moving to go raise his 4-year-old and his 2-month-old in Hawaii, in paradise, and open up a bed and breakfast. But he said that if he would have listened to his mom, he would have never met the black girl, which led him to meet the love of his life. He would have never. Because how he met the love of his life, even though she is a white woman, who his mom would prefer him with, he would have never met her if he would have stayed in the circle that his mom wanted him to stay in. He would have never met her. And that's just powerful to me. That was powerful. Yes, he didn't end up with a black girl. He liked black girls. He ended up with a Caucasian woman. But he would have never met the woman of his dreams, who turned out to be a Caucasian woman. He would have never thought that if he would have stayed in the same circle of hate that his mom wanted him to stay in. Because his wife, he met her at an all-black establishment. So what are we teaching ourselves? What are we teaching our children? What is this world coming to? How are we thinking? At the end of the day, when shots is fired, are you worried about which way to run? Don't run that way because I see a black girl ran out that way. Don't run that way because I saw a white girl ran out that way. You're just running for safety. When there's a tragedy and Mother Nature take over and we have to give each other a helping hand, are we really concerned about who is giving us that loaf of bread? Who blood is just being pushed into our body because we need a blood transfusion? Are we really going to reject that heart because it belonged to a Caucasian person, or it belonged to a Hispanic person, or a black person? Like, what are we really doing? What are we really thinking? And we can't get mad. And like I was thinking about the law in Texas, really can't get mad about it because guess what? That's what we voted in. That's what we wanted. That's what we voted in. So now we got to deal with it. And we got to change it. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here, give my thoughts on a couple of things. Say hello. It's 4:02 where I am. I'm about to watch one of my favorite shows, Little Women. And yeah. Have a good night, everyone. And you know what? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.